Well, what a run there from Maria.
I wish they'd all have just got out of her way,
Yeah,
because she was going to skip and jink past everybody there. But as it is, it got taken off her toes. Maria doing fantastically well, and I think that Krishna's just closed the door for her there.
They're enjoying themselves, aren't they? They really are. Here's Maria again. Try to look, I think, for Moshami. But they're always looking to win the ball back very quickly, Paul.
They are, and that's important, because as soon as you lose it, you get it back quicker, higher up the field of play, you're going to score more goals.
We just wondered today whether... Well, let's come back to that in just a second here, because Shamsunaha slips the ball in. Margia maybe just delayed the shot.
It was a poor first touch, that was, Shazad. It was great play, though.
The point I was making, Paul, a little bit earlier was we were wondering whether Kyrgyzstan, with their approach, physical approach, and Aki, that's a risky ball across to Shuli, and actually Deutschbo over, trying to make things difficult. Yeah, we were just wondering about the physical approach of Kyrgyzstan and whether that might have an impact on Bangladesh, but Bangladesh have stood firm and, in fact, given a bit of their own, haven't they?
Yeah, they're a little bit bigger as well than the UAE, so it wasn't going to be the same sort of battling performance that the UAE had to put up, where they were out-muscled by, well, both sides, I would say. But we said that about Laos, didn't we? They didn't back down at all the other day when they played. And I think that we're seeing that little trait here with the Bangladeshi side as well. The good thing about it is you can see there's a real togetherness and a real willing to be here. You know, the Federation have made a lot of changes behind the scenes. They called all the parents in to try and explain to the parents what they were trying to do with this group of players, and they have the backing and support of the parents. So they've got the players, they've got the parents. It makes everybody feel happy, and now they're doing it on the national stage, which is now making what, 10,000-15,000 people here very, very happy.
Yeah, I think that was a very good gesture, of course. And we were also told that the president of the BFF, Mr. Qazi Salahuddin, also attended that little outreach program to the parents. I think it was a very, very good gesture.
It's professional. That's what it is, Shazad. It's professional. You're trying to explain to everybody what you're trying to do, and you want everybody to buy in. You want everybody on board, and everybody is on board.
Absolutely right. Here's Shamsunaha again. Will she go on her own this time? Shamsunaha still. Here is Krishna. Can they get a shot away? Well done by the keeper. Follow up there by Sanjida, and they just about scramble it away.
That's a stunning second save, by the way.
Tolanova did really well there.
Stunning. Stunning, that was going in.
Oh, lovely. Shamsunaha on this right-hand side for a bit. Look, they're finding a seat anywhere they can. That's how much they've captured the imagination.
Honestly, the place is going to be rocking for the semi-finals. It really is. And as entertainers, as footballers, you want to play in front of a crowd. And here, the initial shot, couldn't get it out of her feet. That's the first save, but watch this save, bang. Oh, stunning, absolutely stunning double save from Tolanova.
I tell you what, I think now with the save she's made, I think she has redeemed herself, hasn't she? Because there have been a couple of other sure things otherwise.
Yeah, she has, but at the end of the day, people are always going to look back and they're going to say, because the goalkeeper made the mistake, it's her fault. And that's the sad part about it as a goalkeeper.
They're attacking at the end where the crowd is, so that's why the roar always comes in when they're on this side of the pitch. There's a foul there from Sanjida. Paul, I'm not sure he quite agrees with that one. Dr. Bolotova has not been authoritative.
Well, you know my eyes are dodgy at the best of times, Shazad.
So Ibrahimova is going to be replaced by the player who started the first game, Akhmat Kulova. Who will play, should be, on that right-hand side of attack.
I've never been at a women's game of football, Shazad, with this many people here. Do you know that? I can honestly say that, and I've watched a fair bit. You know, I've watched the teams in England as well, women's football there and throughout Asia, and I've never seen a crowd like this. I've never been in a stadium where a crowd is as partisan as this, and this many people coming to watch a women's game of football. It's really encouraging, very, very encouraging.
Yeah, I got to agree. I think the word has really got out, and certainly on social media, it's been very popular.
You're the same as me. We've done SEA Games,
yeah.
we've done Asian Games, we've done all sorts, and we've covered all the sports, and in particular like the football. With the women's football, there's never been this many people at a game of football,
and that fanatical about it. They're really just showing such support.
They're just desperate for the team to do well, and the team are providing the right responses because they're playing good football. If you play good football and you have a good team and you have a good ethos, a good spirit, results will come.
Yep.
Correct.
Absolutely right.
These young ladies will come of age. I mean, we're looking basically at the national team.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. There's only one player not in the squad because she's obviously over 19, but this is effectively the national team. But there is a plan here, isn't there, Paul, that they played in the SAF Championships. They didn't do as well as some might have hoped, and that's well shepherded out by Kelly Shover. But it's not about the results now. It's about results in the future, isn't it?
You watch in 2 years' time, 3 years' time, all this experience, playing in the SAF, playing in the qualifiers.
These players, Paul.
They've got to keep the core of this team. They have to. And that's why we said it was such a good initiative from the Bangladesh Football Federation to get the parents on board, to bring them in together and say, look, we are trying to build something here. We're empowering the girls. We are trying to give them the opportunities in life. And, everybody's taken and bought into it. So it's fantastic. It really is a good initiative. There's Aki again. She hasn't put a foot wrong again. That's the second game in a row.
She's been solid, really solid against a pretty imposing forward in Zarodina. And look at that as well. Look at that. You see the size differential.
But see,
she was up at pressure. Pressure was on Monica, and she dealt with it really well.
But see how she just rolls the challenge, how she keeps the ball, and she's putting pressure. She's been put under a lot of pressure. I mean, look, she's clawing away there, and she's just holding her off. The only reason that she's holding her face is, well, I can't see why.
There was no contact there, was it? Eurosbek.
She's twice the size, and now look at her. She's running away like a gazelle. Shazad, I've got to call it as it is.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a serious football tournament. We don't need that in the game. Feigning injury, it's not good, particularly at this young age.
The Bangladesh have done so well with the physicality of this. Trying to get it forward with Ahmad Kulova, and a substitute back with Bangladesh. There is Monica. 11 fouls to 8, so there's actually been more Bangladeshi fouls, as we said. They've given it back today. Now Sanjida. Yeah, it's continued. She's done really well, Sanjida. Got the cross in. Another mistake for the keeper, and it's been profited this time. No mistake from Krishna. It's goal number 2, and look at the crowd. Pandemonium. And I'm afraid it is again a goalkeeping error that has led to another goal here.
And what did we say? Everybody just looks at the keeper and points the finger, even though she's pulled off 3 or 4 stunning saves. That's a foul there on Sanjida, but she's carried on. And that's what we say. If you keep going and you stay on your feet, you get your just rewards. And she did there. What happened there was Tulona came a little bit too far forwards. The ball was behind her. Very difficult to grasp it. She couldn't get hold of it, but again, as a striker, you have to be in the right place at the right time, and she certainly was.
She adjusted well, she reacted well. It was very, very good from her, because it was just a slow... There's Mr. Fahd Karim, the CEO of K Sports, of course, one of the event partners here. They're the ones who worked very, very well, organised by them, along with the Bangladesh Football Federation.
He enjoyed it, didn't he?
Absolutely. Just the scenes of those crowds. Well, that just justifies everything, doesn't it?
Right, 100% now. The stadium, chocker block. 100. I would be gobsmacked if there was a spare seat in the semi-final. the way they've played, the way they've conducted themselves. They've scored a couple of goals again, and they look solid. They look very, very solid.
The ball through, and Tolanova will get there first. And I'll tell you what, anyone listening who's been enjoying this, we do urge you to come down, because the atmosphere has been brilliant, really has. Here they come again. They want that third goal.
Yeah, I think they want to bury a ghost from the other day.
Yeah.
I think they desperately want to get a third goal, and I think they may just do it tonight.
Here's Moshimi. It's doing well, Moshimi. And now the goal scorer from the first goal, Sanjida. Definitely arms.
Yeah, well, the rugby stadium is obviously not too far from here there on that occasion. I mean,
that was rugby-esque, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sanjida there, look, just round the waist, and that would have been a very good tackle if you were playing rugby league over in Australia. But unfortunately, we're here in Bangladesh. It's football. We're in Dhaka. That is a foul.
There's a great scene there. The crowd just behind the keeper. 66% possession at the moment. Once again, that domination continues. Margia. Well, that went out of play. There's no doubt about that. And the flag has gone up. I'm sorry, Paul. When if we get a chance to look at that again, I'll have to prove you wrong. 12 shots on target now.
22 in the last match. No, not sure that ball went out, you know.
I think the fact there's no replay, just to not embarrass you too much, Paul Macefield.
I'm being looked after by our lovely director, Ken, then.
Again, cool as ice at the back. Saradina has had just scraps to feed on.
Great ball.
What a ball that is. And now bearing down a goal, Krishna! Oh, that's good goalkeeping. Very, very good goalkeeping. They've hurt themselves in the process, Tolanova and Krishna. But these two have had quite the battle today. She's hurt herself, and again, she has redeemed herself there.
Askarova's done brilliantly here. It was a lovely switched pass and a great little knock on there. Look at Askarova just doing enough there to put up Krishna and just put her off. But yet again, coming all the way out and wanting to get involved is Tolanova. Yeah, she may have redeemed herself to an extent, but you can't when you drop a ball 5 yards out and somebody taps it in. You can't when you don't stop it going through your legs in the first minute of a game. They are basic, inexcusable mistakes. And I do feel sorry for the girl, because I think she's had a magnificent tournament. She really has been one of the best keepers we've seen. But like I said, when you're in goal and you make a mistake, everybody's looking at you, because no one can bail you out. If a defender makes a mistake, you know you've always got the comfort of the goalkeeper possibly be trying to be able to stop that mistake from happening again. And, you know, unfortunately, as a keeper, all eyes are focused firmly on you. It's tough, very tough.
The irony, of course, Kyrgyzstan beating the UAE the other day off 2 glaring errors in that match. Here's another look at it from a different angle. But she did well. She did well to come off a line, as I think you mentioned as well.